Good morning, students. Welcome to computer class. Today our topic is Chapter 2, Cascading Style Sheet. Yes, CSS. Students, CSS allows user to specify styles for the visual elements like heading, paragraph, header section, footer section of the website more attractive. It helps to keep the information content of a document separate from the detail of how to display it. Like heading of a paragraph will look a different. Styles or CSS specify the appearance of particular page element on the screen. Keeping the style separate from the content help us to avoid duplication in coding, use the same content with different style for different purposes, easy maintenance of code. Hope you understood. Now children, we see the purpose of CSS. Let's say in HTML, for example, we want contents of some paragraph tag P to appear in bold, then we have to insert the bold tag B every time the P tag appears in the source code. If the website is large, repeating the tag every time becomes tedious and time consuming. But using CSS, we can set all types of appearing in a style as per choice. So even if we have more number of P tags in the website, using CSS can set the style for all P tags only for once. Thus we can say HTML is used to describe the information content of the document and not for the style, while CSS describes the style of the elements in the document, not its contents. Using CSS, we can control the font type, font and element color, then spacing, margin, element position in our websites, background, and the appearance. Understood, children? Students, you can see creating style for a web page in HTML is quite tedious, time taking, and again repeating the same command. Just to get ourselves escape or relax from such a lengthy work, Composer Editor has brought its own inbuilt style sheet, which is called CSS, can be used to produce either an internal style sheet or external one. As opposed to inline styles, internal or external style sheet help to keep the content and style information separate. To style the HTML document you are editing, Cascade Style Sheet can be started by clicking on a simple tool, choosing CSS Editor, which is available on the toolbar. Students, for creating CSS in Composer Editor with the CSS helper, assume that we want to design a website and the heading on all the websites should follow a particular same style. For example, every time when heading comes in that document, that should have same features. So for that we are defining now in this page H1. H1 means heading 1, which has font Times New Roman, font case uppercase, alignment of font center, background of font light blue, border of font dotted. So these all features we want to give to our heading 1. Whenever we click heading 1 in the whole document, wherever heading will appear, we give H1 and all these features will be given automatically to that particular heading of that page. Understood, children? Shall we start? Children, you yourself see creating CSS in Composer Editor, how easy, whereas compared to creating CSS in HTML. Let's start, students. Open a new file in Composer give the title name and save the file. In the composition toolbar, select Cascade button. You might be seeing yellow color, a cloud button. If the file is not saved, the page title dialog box will open after giving the page title name or save the file. This will open a dialog box as shown here. Using this dialog box, we will define the style for each element. Click the first radio button, style applied to all element type. You can see children on screen. From here drop down menu, choose an element to create the style rule, which is yellow colored highlighted. As we want to create a style heading 1, so we have to select H1 from the drop down menu as shown here on the screen. From the drop down menu, choose the element to create the style rule. Are you getting children here? As we want to create a style rule for heading 1, we have to select again heading 1 and then create style rule button. You will see that CSS style sheet dialog box remain open, but the options are getting changed. You are having 7 options here which are again highlighted. 7 tabs, these are called general, text, background, border, box, list, oral. Now you are seeing down style rule selector H1. Here you see 7 tabs as I have told. Each of these tabs will be used to give specific style to the element. Now let's create the style rule for H1 selector. Children, again in this dialog box, in text tab, first is our text tab. You can see option like font family, font size, font case, alignment, etc. etc. At last, preview is also given. Option selected by user will be given to H1 and preview will show the effect of the text element. Are you seeing? Here the preview is given in the box at the last. Hope you understood children. Children, our next tab is after text, it is background. This will open the option for background, means background color. If you want to put the color behind the heading text, that means background color. So you can go to background color for your own color choice, say OK, or you want to just put an image behind. Even that for we are having options over here. For image, choose a file you can see on the screen, and there as you select the file type, it gives in that particular box the image and you can select it. This way you can go for the different background for your heading text. Understood children? After background, next step is border. By selecting this tab, we can give a nice dotted or ant line or blinking border to our heading. Select the border of your own choice and click OK. Here, dotted border is shown in preview. You can go through, all options are given like top, right, bottom, left, width, style, color, many. So you just go through all each and every element of this border section and select as per your own choice. Children, there are other tabs like box, line and oral. These are not required in this CSS for our H1. User can make use of it by selecting these tabs. All rules which we define are displayed in general tab. You can see here all rules which we have started from text till border are given in this general tab. Students, thus we have created CSS for H1 in Composer. We can use the same procedure for any other element of web page like body, paragraph, etc. and make effective use of it. We can create our web page more attractive and informative. Let us now we use our created H1 CSS in our web page. So go to Format toolbar, select heading 1, your cursor will automatically placed in center of the screen. The text will be in uppercase, border will be dotted and background will be green. So whenever you select H1, every time it will give you same output. This way you can create H2, H3 with different elements or with different values and so on. Whenever you need to display the same kind of heading in the whole document, let's say we are having 10 headings but same format of heading we must have, so we can apply only H1 or you can define H2, H3 like that. Understood, children? You can see the output given over here, children. Hope you understood well. Make a practice of this and we will have advantages and disadvantages in our next session, and the questionnaire or the worksheet will be sending to you soon. Thank you. Have a good day, children.